Coast weather. Certified most accurate.
My pants are still wet from all the rain.
I'm still trying to dry off. It's storming for hours, Lauren.
I mean, some communities like the Lee County Islands, you were getting slammed with some of those overnight storms. And now we are finally seeing a lot of that storm activity falling apart. We are left with this for those of you in Lee County. So we're still seeing some decent coverage closer to Bequelia over Captiva. Captiva, you have been seeing rain steady for the last 4 hours now. Be careful out on the roads. Likely some ponding, some street flooding. We're looking at across Cape Coral, mainly some spotty showers south of Veterans Parkway, especially for southwest Cape Coral, Eagle Ridge, the Slough up near Cypress Preserve, Gateway, JetBlue Park, really I-75 from Colonial down through about Alico. That is where we are still looking at some steady rain. So fortunately, no more lightning, and we're not looking at impressive winds. Winds within this only at about 10 to 15 miles per hour. I do expect the rain to hardly move over the next few hours, but continue to pull back in coverage. So expecting still along I-75 through Lee County, across the Lee County Islands and southernmost parts of Cape Coral to see the showers. So grab the umbrella this morning. Hour by hour, we are starting off in the 80s and eventually getting into the low to mid 90s today. We will see a little bit of a break from the storms after we get through the rest of this rain falling apart and pushing back over the Gulf. However, still keep that umbrella around. I am still looking at around the late afternoon. Some initial showers and storms to develop, especially near I-75, with scattered storm coverage once again heading into tonight. So not everyone will see the rain throughout the afternoon, but we are looking at still decent coverage at times. It is otherwise going to be a very hot one, 96 degrees, and still sticking with the mid 90s through the rest of the week. Rain chances fluctuating really only at about 30% most afternoons, so no one day is going to be a washout. We are tracking the tropics this morning as well. The National Hurricane Center showing no signs for development over the next 7 days, so there are no official areas of interest. However, we are still closely watching what could end up being just a broad area of low pressure this weekend in the Northeast Gulf. Now, if anything, regardless of any development, this is going to be a heavy rainmaker for parts of the Big Bend, mainly communities just to the north of us, which would be beneficial for drought for a large part of the state. This would not have a long window to try to organize into anything as this interacts with land already by Sunday. So we're likely ending up just seeing a disturbance, an area of low pressure, disorganized showers and storms. We will be watching to see if this perhaps is able to become a tropical depression, but even then winds would be under 40 miles per hour and we would not see any direct threat regardless of organization. The next name on the list is Bertha, unlikely to have to use it, but other than that area, we are not seeing any other pockets where we could see development over the next 7 days. That's a look at your Gulf Coast weather, most accurate forecast.